So in the previous lecture we had learnt this particular fact that sericornin looks like this, sericornin looks like this, and japoneler looks like this, and sericornin is the sex pheromone. Okay, sericornin is the sex pheromone of the cigarette beetle. Sex pheromone of the cigarette beetle is sericornin, and sex pheromone of the Japanese beetle. Sex pheromone of the Japanese beetle is japoneler. Sex pheromone of the Japanese beetle is japoneler. Okay, this we had learned in the previous lecture. Okay, now we are going to learn this paragraph. The pheromone of the gypsy moth. Now, what is gypsy moth? Have a look. This is the gypsy moth. Looks something like this. This is gypsy moth. Okay, this is gypsy moth. Okay, so the pheromone of the gypsy moth, disparlure. What is the pheromone of the gypsy moth? Disparlure. And what does it mean by pheromone? Pheromone is a substance. Pheromone is a substance released by an insect or animal, which can be perceived by other animals or insects. Okay, so insect number one releases a pheromone, and insect number two is able to take the smell, is able to sniff. Okay, is able to sniff the pheromone, is able to, the second insect is able to smell the pheromone ejected by the first insect. The second insect is able to smell the pheromone ejected by the first insect. Okay, so this is the thing, these are the pheromone of the gypsy moth. So pheromone, over here we are talking about pheromone of mating. Okay, we are talking about pheromone of mating over here, but mating is not the only purpose for which pheromones are released. Pheromones are also released for mating, or they are also released for territory marking. Okay, they are also released for territory marking sometimes, and also sometimes they are released in the form of danger signs. In the form of signs of danger also they are released sometimes. But we are discussing over here pheromone for mating. We are discussing pheromone for mating. Okay, so it is a volatile compound released by an insect for those purposes which I had listed now. Okay, so the pheromone of the gypsy moth, disparlure. Now how does disparlure look like? Okay, what does disparlure look like? So disparlure looks something like this. Disparlure looks something like this. Okay, and this is the sex pheromone. This is the sex pheromone of the gypsy moth. This is the sex pheromone of the gypsy moth. Okay, so over here in the Clayden book, make a correction. In Clayden book, make a correction that this is not Portheria dispar. Okay, the scientific binomial name is Porthetria dispar. Okay, the spelling given over here is wrong. Okay, Porthetria dispar is the right spelling. Porthetria dispar is the right spelling, and we can also call it Lymentria dispar. Okay, this is also accepted name. So Porthetria dispar is one accepted name. Porthetria dispar is one accepted name, and Lymentria dispar is another accepted name. Okay, but this particular spelling given in Clayden book, this second edition of Clayden book, this particular spelling given in second edition of Clayden book, this spelling is wrong. It is Porthetria. T is missing over here. Okay, T is missing. Okay, over here there must be an additional T. So T is missing in the Clayden second edition. So make a correction on that. Okay, make a correction about that. The pheromone of the gypsy moth, disparlure. How does disparlure look like? I have told you disparlure is the compound like this. Okay, was identified from a few micrograms isolated from the moths. So from the moths were trapped. The moths were trapped, and a few microgram was isolated from the moths. A few microgram of disparlure. A few micrograms of disparlure was isolated from the moths. Okay, and it was seen that as little as 2 to the power minus 12 gram, as little as 2 to the power minus 12 gram, as little as 2 to the power minus 12, 2 to the power 2 into, not 2 to the power, okay, 2 into 10 to the power minus 12, okay, as little as 2 into 10 to the power minus 12 grams. It's such a minute amount, 2 into 10 to the power minus 12 gram. As little as this amount is active as a lure for the males in field tests. Okay, so males are attracted to even such a small amount of disparlure. Okay, so such a tiny amount of disparlure, that is 2 into 10 to the power minus 12 gram of disparlure, okay, was able to be detected. It was even such a small amount was detected by males. Such a small amount was also detected by males. Males of gypsy moth. Males of gypsy moth. Okay. So in the field test, in the test which was done in open field, what is meant by field test? Over here, field test means the test conducted in environment, open environment. Okay. Field test means a test conducted in open environment, or in open environment. Okay. So in field test, it was found that disparlure, even in such a minute amount, is able to lure the mats, lure the males for mating. It was able to lure the males for mating. The three pheromones we have mentioned. Okay, so there are three pheromones. Okay, not pheromones, pheromones. Okay, I don't know why I am talking like that today, but I am really tired today. That's why maybe I am not able to concentrate. So the three pheromones. Okay, pheromone. So the three pheromones we have mentioned are available commercially for specific trapping of these destructive insect pests. Okay, so these are destructive insect pests. What does it mean by pests? Pest means something, some worm-like thing which affects your food or tobacco or furniture or books. Okay, so it is an insect which is causing the destruction of furniture, wood, tobacco, okay, foodstuffs, okay. So it renders them unfit for use. The pests render the things with the pests render the important things unfit for use. Unfit for use. Okay, they render the important things unfit for use. So the three pheromones we have mentioned, this sericornin, japoniller, and disparlure. Okay, sericornin, japoniller, and disparlure. These three pheromones, okay, these three pheromones are available commercially. They are available commercially for what purpose? For the specific trapping of these destructive insect pests. So what they do is that they take the pheromone, okay, pheromone, है ना, pheromone. So they take the pheromone. What are scientists doing is that they take the pheromone, and when insects get attracted towards it, insects get attracted, insects get attracted towards it, and then when they are attracted towards the pheromone, they are trapped. They are trapped with the help of technology. Okay, so this is the way in which we can trap the pests. Okay, we can trap the pests. So this particular method is used by pest control industry. This particular method is used by pest control industry. This particular method is used by pest control industry. What they do is that they take pheromone, then insects are attracted towards the pheromone, then when they are attracted towards the pheromone, they get trapped. They get trapped. How are they trapped? They are trapped with the help of technology. They are trapped with the help of technology, and thus we get rid of these pests. We get rid of these pests in this manner. Okay. So this is the thing. So this is all about. Now how does gypsy moth look like? Gypsy moth looks like this. Okay, have a look. And disparlure looks like this. Okay, japoniller looks like this. Sericornin looks like this. Okay, sericornin looks like this. So this is the thing. So the three pheromones, this and this one. Okay. So the three pheromones we have mentioned, that the author has mentioned, are available commercially also for pest control. For pest control. Okay, so they trap, specific trapping of this destructive insect pests. So this is cigarette beetle is also a pest. Okay, cigarette beetle is also a pest. Japanese beetle is also a pest. Okay, and gypsy moth. Gypsy moth is also a pest. Okay, so cigarette beetle is a pest. Gypsy moth is a pest. Japanese beetle is also a pest. Okay, pest, pest. Okay, so this is the thing which I wanted to tell you.